A deadly house fire on Minnesota's Iron Range claims the lives of a family, a married couple and a child.
Another child is in critical condition this morning. The fire happened early yesterday morning in Hibbing. Firefighters battled the flames in sub-zero temperatures, all while trying to rescue the people inside. As investigators work to learn the cause, the victims' friends are working through their grief. Jeff Wagner reports.
Just hours after the Christmas holiday ended, a tragic day started for the family living in this Hibbing home and the first responders who were called to the scene. Investigators got a 911 call about a house fire with people trapped inside. When firefighters arrived, they found one child safely outside, but learned 4 more people were still in the house.
You're tasked with the opportunity to either put a fire out or rescue victims. We don't have enough resources on the initial first few minutes of a fire to do that. The battalion chief on duty made the decision to go into rescue mode, which is obviously the appropriate decision.
Within minutes, investigators say firefighters rescued the victims, but they weren't breathing. 2 of them, children, were resuscitated and flown to HCMC in Minneapolis, where one of them later died. The second is in critical condition. Investigators say the 2 adults, later identified by friends as Stephen and Patricia Gillitzer, died outside the home. The Gillitzers were part of a group called the IRC Adventure Club, people who are dedicated to outdoor activities like skiing, as well as environmental causes. Members posted in shock how much the couple was loved and sent out prayers to the other victims of the fire. Jeff Wagner, WCCO 4 News.
Firefighters are urging people to make sure that their smoke alarms are working and to safeguard your home from fire hazards.
Investigators in the South Metro are looking into the cause of a fire that claimed a life in Lakeville. It happened early yesterday morning at a home at Jasmine Way. When crews arrived, the house was engulfed in flames. Authorities say a husband and a wife were able to safely get out of the home, but one other person was found dead inside. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
Some people are concerned that a teenager shot by police last week has not appeared in public since. 18-year-old Marcus Fischer was supposed to go before a judge yesterday, but he is still in the hospital. Last week, investigators say Fischer confessed to robbing a man of his gun and then shooting him at point-blank range in the chest. They say Fischer started stabbing himself when police left him alone in a room. That is when officers shot Fischer. The judge postponed the hearing for a second time yesterday. Protesters then went across the street to the county attorney's office.
We need to quit this run around with the courts. We need to know when he's really appearing so those who care about him can really be here.
A spokesman for the county attorney's office said it's ultimately up to doctors to decide when Fischer is well enough to stand before a judge. The police union says video captured in the interrogation room shows that the officers' actions were actually heroic and may have saved Fischer's life. 3 officers remain on paid leave, which is standard procedure.
The sub-zero temperatures that we're seeing here in Minnesota are just one slice of wintering conditions affecting millions across the country. Erie, Pennsylvania shattered the state's record with nearly 60 inches of snow in 2 days, and the snow is still falling. The National Weather Service says they could get another 5 to 10 inches today. City officials in Erie are asking residents to stay off streets until the snow stops and roads can reopen.
All I could do was laugh. You know, it's a little ridiculous.
In New York, temperatures for the New Year's Eve Times Square celebration should be around 12 degrees. The last time New York saw a New Year's Eve this cold was almost 20 years ago. And I think here in Minnesota, we can legitimately call those New Yorkers wimps.
Yes. When they said 12, I was like, that's balmy. That's T-shirt weather.
That's going to be our heat wave this week. So, yeah, no complaining. All right. Well, you know, you really shouldn't feel too guilty about regifting any presents this year.
No, I don't. An American Express survey says even the rich have no problem regifting. At least 70% of people earning $100,000 or more a year think it's okay to recycle a gift.
Wow.
It's a little surprising.
I like how they use recycle too instead of regifting. It just sounds better. Well, if you're looking for a job in the new year, you may see more jobs featuring the titles Guru, Genius, Rockstar, or Ninja. Indeed.com says prospective employers are using the playful monikers to attract applicants for otherwise ordinary jobs. But experts warn using them on your resume could backfire, making you seem less serious.
Okay, here's one tip. You could earn you a cool $10 million, but you have to help the FBI solve the largest art heist in U.S. history. All you have to do is provide information to help bag the burglars who stole 13 paintings by artists, including Monet and Rembrandt. They're worth an estimated $500 million. They were taken from a museum in Boston back in 1990. And the deadline to cash in is midnight on New Year's Eve.
Wow. So, all right, if there are any confidants of art thieves watching WCCO this morning.
Since 1990.
This is your chance. $10 million. I mean, I'm sure that there's a witness protection program for you. It'll be fine.
Sure.
All right, got to cash in.